Stickly here to tell you kids to get a sex change operation. Did you ever notice how in Rocko's modern life, Rocko's mother was always mentioned but never seen? In series canon, it was stated that she lived in Australia. And aside from some photos or a few phone calls to Rocko, she didn't have much of an impact on the program. Well, in 1994, this was long before the trans virtue signaling stuff in the movie, Joe Murray, the creator of the show, had plans to make the plot of season 3 finally about his mother moving in with him, with the title, Welcome, Mum. She was to replace Filbert the Turtle as the third main character. Seeing as after Filbert was married and had his children, his role got smaller. The episode was fully animated, and only 2 voice actors were used in it. Carlos Alezlacruioch is the voice of Rocko, and Joe Murray is the voice of Ralph Bighead. The odd thing is that nothing else is known about this episode. After season 3, Joe left the series and handed it over to Steven Hillenburg. In interviews, Joe is always asked 2 things about the show, which he never answers. That's right. One question about the unaired episode, to which he'll just smile and say, I have no idea what you're talking about. While the second is how the stress of making the show might have helped influence his, well, stark but his mother's suicide. If Carlos is ever asked about the episode, he frowns and says, It's the end of Rocko's modern life. For years, people searched for this episode through the web, DVDs, even going as far as hacking Nickelodeon Studios. And all that ever came up was a title sheet with the 2 voice actors on it. Until about 3 weeks ago, Joe uploaded a video onto his personal Facebook page. The text above the video read, Here it is, you sick dolphin censored. I didn't like swear words, so I removed the F word. Okay. I clicked the video and my media player app popped open and started to load. And to my surprise, it was the whole lost episode. No longer lost, eh? I couldn't believe it. To my shock, it was one of the strangest things I have ever seen. The video was 11 minutes long. Count 'em. And as it ended, my computer crashed. What a shitload of fuck. Oh, sorry. I cursed. Dang it. Sorry. Jeez, I'm not perfect. Stop judging me. I instantly picked up my iPhone to see if I could go to his Twitter page and watch it again. But the video was removed. So, I wish I could just post the video on here, but my computer was so fried that nothing could be salvaged from it. I should sue them. The best I can do is retell what I saw in those 11 horrifying minutes. Oh, it didn't have the normal opening, no sir. Just the regular title screen that every episode had. After the title faded out, it showed Rocko standing in his living room with Heifer and Filbert. Rocko had the biggest smile on his face. He yells out, Oh boy! I can't wait for you guys to meet me transgender mum. Why did he have to throw in the word transgender? What does that have to do with anything? All of a sudden, the doorbell rang. Rocko leapt to the door and opened it to reveal someone who looked just like Rocko, except she had long blonde hair. Did look just like Rocko, that would explain the transgender part. A few wrinkles on her face, and a white shirt saying, Nick is kids. Tears of joy were flowing down Rocko's face. Come in, Mum, he barely blurted out. But before she could do anything, Ralph Bighead came out, dressed as Poacher, and started strangling Rocko's mother with one hand. It makes sense given, if you know the movie, what happened to his son, daughter, whatever. I don't know my pronouns. I'm not trying to be mean. I just don't know which one to use. It's nothing personal. It's just I don't know how to tell we're supposed to. Anyway, Rocko leapt at Ralph Bighead only to be slapped away. One of those comic BAM signs filled the screen. The ones that were shown in fight scenes in the old Adam West Batman series. Ralph started to laugh at Rocko's mom as she was gasping for air. After he stopped laughing, he grabbed the top of her head with his other hand and slowly snapped her neck, and X's appeared above her eyes. With blood dripping from his mouth, Rocko lunged once more at Ralph, only to be slapped away with the BAM sign filling the screen again. Only this time, when it went away, what was shown was a real-life wallaby on the ground, coughing up blood. In the background, you could hear Ralph laugh still. The camera panned back to reveal Joe Murray, dressed as a poacher, looking down and laughing at the young wallaby while he's holding another one in his hand with its neck snapped. That's not cool. Wow. He gets down on one knee and says, "Well, young Joey, I guess this was your mum, huh?" He then picks it up and throws both animals in the back of a truck nearby. Final 5 minutes is the wallaby laying there bleeding and barely breathing. Surrounding his dead mother, a skinned steer and an empty turtle shell were there. This continues until the wallaby stops breathing and fades to black. Ugh. Someone should call it WWF, and I don't mean the wrestling league. It's obvious why the episode was never shown, but the question is, why would Joe even make something this bothersome? My theory is that Joe felt that the show was responsible for the death of his early wife. I've been searching the web constantly for people that have also seen the video on Joe's Twitter page. So far, I've had no success. Hence why I'm telling you this. So, anyone who's seen or heard anything about this episode, just let me know. And as for the theory that I just mentioned, one thing is definitely for sure. Joe meant for this to be the end of Rocko's modern life.